Now this scene makes me want to say, now this is the top of the range Defender on a farm in its natural habitat. But I'm not going to say that, so we'll move on. Hi, my name is Paul, and behind me is a Defender 110 V8. I'd like to show you around. Of course, on a farm in a nice rural setting is idyllically where you'd see one of these, but equally comfortable in London, in any city, on any road, because not only are they really, really good off-road, but they're also incredibly comfortable. You could drive them for hours without backache or anything like that. They are a superb all-rounder, and they, in the main, I think, are the reason that I am fast becoming a Landrover man. And it's funny, I thought only the other day there are 3 families in the Bramshaw team, and we've all got a Defender. Each family has got a Defender, so that says something about how we view these cars. And this is the top of the tree. It's a V8. It looks amazing. I think it's in one of the best colours, which is Carpathian grey with black gloss detailing all round, and the big 22-inch wheels. And the absolute must-have are the mud flaps. The standard mud flaps are a lot shorter than that, but these mud flaps are brilliant for keeping that paintwork in good condition. So the mud flaps are an absolute must. I think we've got side steps, because of course it is a little bit higher than your standard road car. But it's the attention to detail, it's the paint finish, it's the way they look, it's the way they drive, it's what they're capable of. And they just make you smile when you're driving them. This has to have had an impact on Range Rover sales. I can't think that this hasn't impacted Range Rover sales, because this is a superb all-rounder. So here we have the ladder, which is lockable. So you unlock, open it up, ladder comes down, gives you access to the roof. So if you have roof boxes, or you put a roof box on it, then you can put anything on there, whether you're putting a kayak on the back or a roof box or anything. It just gives you more access. You've got more exterior storage here. Now, one of the best uses of that I've seen so far is a family who go shooting. So of course, one of the things you do when you go shooting is you have a mini bar, and there's a rack in here, and there's a mini bar full of drinks and glasses, which I thought was really cool. But ultimately, it does give you additional storage. So depending on what you use your car for, very useful, or just a cool addition to a very cool car. Of course, the V8 has 4 tailpipes sticking out of the back to accommodate exiting the exhaust gases. You've got a nice full-size spare wheel. A lovely trademark. I do like this trademark sort of new shaped Defender finish. It looks robust, it feels robust. You have cover, plugs a very nice solid base. More charging points down here. You have trailer coupling. Just need to have just raising the suspension. You can see that. So if you find yourself in a scenario where you've got to go through a ford, you know you're going to go through deep water. At this time of the year, we know there's deep water around. If you raise the suspension, all of a sudden you have an incredible amount of ground clearance. So whether it's rocks, obstacles, going off-road or water, that makes a huge difference. And of course, if you'd like to get your dogs in the back or load something that's heavy that you don't want to lift up too high, showing that just going down again. You can drop it down, and that makes everything here. Now this is now below waist height for me, so I could much more easily get something in and out of the boot. Or, as I say, if you've got a dog or dogs, it makes life a lot easier for them. Underneath here you have a removable hitch tow bar. Now I haven't got the ignition on, but it's a press of a button and that will come out, but of course the ignition needs to be on in order to do that. I'll move towards the inside. Of course, one thing that the Defender has by the bucket load is leg room in the back. So it's not just for children in the back, adults very comfortably, plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room, even though the seats are quite a way back. And you can have mats and what have you, but essentially the floor here is very easy, very easy to keep clean, very rugged. Inside here you have the trademark upper windows in their roof, and this one also has the panoramic glass roof as well. And then here you have your rear air conditioning, more charging points, and 3 proper seat belts. And you've got this really lovely perforated leather as well. Very nice. They're not as industrial as they used to be. There's a lot more to them now. Never used to get a sound system like that on an old Defender. Electric memory seats, electric window buttons, and the mirrors. It is a big car, but you have these big door mirrors, and the camera system, which I'll show you in a minute, gives you a view all the way around the car, so they're not difficult to park. Got the V8 insignia down there. The mats have been cleaned. They'll be going back in again. So we're showing 13,521 miles on the clock currently. If I close the door, put my foot on the brake, press the start-stop button, and it leaps into life. And the first thing that happens is that the seat moves into the last memory control, and so does the steering wheel. But you'll see here, this has got an Alcantara steering wheel, and that feels really nice. In the winter, it just feels warmer, although you do obviously have the additional heated steering wheel, which is lovely in this time of the year, especially as it gets colder. But what it also is it's not too hot if the car's left out in the sun in the summer all day long. You don't come in and burn your hands on it. In terms of charging and connectivity, we have Bluetooth, streaming and everything like that, but what you also have is USB, USB-C. You've got another charging point here and another USB-C tucked away in there. Underneath the armrest we have refrigerated cool box, 2 different settings and off. So the fact that it's a bit like a boat really, the fact that you open it up from the top rather than the side means that when you open it up, all the cool air, because it sinks to the bottom, doesn't come out and it stays nice and cool in there for whatever you've got, Mars bars, can of Coke or whatever like that. That comes out and either gives you a tray or cup holders. And you can see here, I showed you the raised suspension earlier. Now, you can also do that from here. I can feel that going up now. I don't know if you can. Yeah, there we go. We're now going to be at mid ride height. And if I wanted to raise it even more, press it again. And you can see the gap on the fence changing as the suspension raises. And now we're at the extended ride height. And I'm just going to pop it back down again. You'll see it drop again. Fabulous. Really comfortable airbag suspension. really useful as well, because it helps to get grandma in the back, dogs in the back, anything you want to load into it. And it also gives you extra ground clearance when you need it, and it rides really well. So climate control is adjustable for either side. You turn the dial, and when you want to adjust something that's not the air conditioning but the heated seats, you can turn the dial there and you have cooling, and then turn it this way and you have heating. So very nice. Touch it again, it comes back to temperature. Now the cooling, there are fans there are fans which direct air through the perforations in the leather of the seat, and they'll help to keep your lower back and the back seat legs and your backside nice and cool. So that is a really nice option. I do like the start stop, and there's a trigger here, so if I put it into reverse, that's how you go in and out of gear. And now you can see the cameras I was talking about. So the rear camera there is incredibly clear, so it gives you a very good vision out of the back, and this one gives you 360-degree view of everything around you, which is brilliant for when those mirrors have got droplets of water all over them and it's dark and trying to get into that space is a bit difficult. You can revert to the camera. Fabulous. So that's it. We've also got a head-up display. Now this box of tricks down there, that projects this image, which at the moment shows that we're in a 60 mile/hour speed limit and gives you the miles an hour, which is 0 at the moment, and that we're in park. But various other bits of information come up there as well, and it just means that when you're driving, you're fed information rather than having to look down there and back up there to see how fast you're going. It's at a glance. Nice safety option. Stepping back from that, we also have clear sight mirror. So that isn't actually a mirror, that is another camera. Incredibly clear again. Makes everything nice and simple. So even if you've got misted out windows because you've got dogs in the back, or if you're loaded up to the roof with equipment or anything like that, you can still see out of the back. Lovely, lovely thing. And the 5-litre, well, the V8 engine is sublime. More power than you'll ever need, or more than enough power, especially if you're towing. Very strong, very potent engine, and it sounds lovely. So this is the V8 Defender 110, which is the top of the tree for the Landrover Defenders. I hope you like the car. I hope you like the video and find the video useful. If you'd like to know more about the car, please visit our website, www.bramshawebv.com. Pop us an email or drop us a text or WhatsApp, or give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about it. Thanks for watching.